Hi, I'm Ken Salisbury. This is the book that I was able to write with regard to merging of two churches. It's called The Miracle Merger. Two radically different churches combine and live to tell about it. I've been a pastor for over 36 years in upstate New York, actually central New York, near Syracuse. A church planter as well. This story is about a younger organic church merging with a more traditional church. The two churches merged. The reason why we merged was Vintage Faith had been a Porta church for a number of years. We were a church plant, we were organic, and we were looking for a permanent home to be established in the community. And when we came across Cicero Center Baptist Church and their desire, in fact, they've been praying for years that a younger generation, a younger group of Christians would come and join them. And when their pastor was getting ready to retire, they said, why not do this? Why not merge with this younger, more contemporary, organic church? And so that was the reason, was it would be a great marriage in a sense, a great connection for both of us. It would help us. We would have a facility, we'd have resource, we would have older believers to mentor us. And they would have the younger generation to take over and lead in this area with regard to reaching the community for Christ. The Miracle Merger book really was something that I was super hesitant about writing. I knew the story. It's such an exciting tale of what God did of redemption and grace. And it's really not a manual, a merger manual. It's really the story of redemption, not only of individuals in the story, in the book, but also of two churches. And it is a story of God's grace. There's numerous lessons in the book. They're kind of like Easter eggs hidden. You have to kind of look for them. But there's numerous lessons. One of the big lessons that I learned, and I believe there were the leadership of Vintage Faith, was that it's really taken from the story of the Gospels, where the woman who was sick knew that if she grabbed the fringe of Jesus' garment, she would never be the same again. And we basically grabbed onto the fringe of his garment and held on for dear life, and knew that by trusting in God, trusting in his power, trusting in Christ, that he would see us through this whole merger process. There's some great stories of faith. There's great stories of trusting God. There's numerous mistakes that we made that it actually give a whole chapter to lessons learned, mistakes made about the merger, about our own lack of communication, problems with regard to things that we assumed people knew, but we should have talked them through. So there's some great lessons in the book about the Christian life, about living for God, about trusting God, but also about two churches actually coming together and how it could actually be done. So it's more of a story than a manual, but there's some great spiritual lessons there. You can purchase the book through Amazon. It comes in two different formats, paper copy as well as digital. And there's another location in Macari, but that's one I'm reserving for those who want a signed copy from the author. Thank you, and God bless.